even though I was young, I was determined and dedicated, and I wanted to be a professional gamer, and I wanted to be just in the competitive world.
It was in that moment that I was captivated. I knew all of a sudden that this was a community. This was something that I had been missing, that I had never experienced in my life, and it was special.
I love competing and I love winning, even more so. So if I'm gonna play a game like Guitar Hero, I'm gonna play a lot because I want to do well in the tournament, and I want that awesome feeling of beating out players, not just players, but the best players.
You play video games because you like it. It just so happens that guys are mostly the demographic that plays it.
Such a tight-knit community. You make friends that last a lifetime.
It is on us as women to say our piece and to be vocal and to show that we're in the gaming industry, that we're a part of it, that we're excited about it, that we have something to say, that we have a lot of cool opinions.
It's amazing that people can say, I'm a professional gamer. I make money playing video games.
So now I'm really just focused on evolving and challenging myself as a gamer. That women in the gaming industry have a lot more difficulties than people think.
The stereotype that, oh, women don't play video games, that's a guy's thing, so it sticks.
The only thing I've really encountered a lot was males underestimating me.
Stereotypically, it wouldn't be a girl playing. Sometimes you can get pretty mean when they're not. When you're beating them, they tend to be a lot meaner.
And I would totally stomp on them the first round because they would just go easy on me, you know, and then I embarrass them in front of their girlfriend, and then they feel like they have to play for real. At that point, it's too late. They already lost the match.
A lot of times, women in online games would be treated differently. They would be given passes. They wouldn't be held accountable the way male players were.
Guitar Hero was the one that really sucked me in and really pushed me to my limits. And I had set a goal for myself. I was like, I want to be one of the top 5 players in the world for Guitar Hero. I don't care what version. That's my goal. I'm one of those types of people where I set a goal and I'm going to keep going until I accomplish that goal. I don't care how long it takes. And then once I accomplish that goal, I'm going to set a new goal. I'm going to move on. I was ranked top 5 in the world for Guitar Hero World Tour. There we go, we're live.
I'm a gamer. I love games. I'll play anything.
Hey, hey, hey! Guess what time it is? It's LORT Nation time! You know you guys missed us. You know you couldn't wait for us to be here today. All right, so it's Shrivasta. I'm here with Pika. Pika.
You sound like
Right off the
Pikachu.
bat.
You sound like
There we
Pikachu when you
Jesus.
sneeze.
She does.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I never thought about it.
You know what? That doesn't happen all the time, boys and girls. You guys were lucky tonight that we caught it right before the show started. And
and then it happened.
Just for a bonus factor, we're gonna put that on the bloopers reel, okay? Because
Oh yeah, make
that's
sure you
special.
auto slow it when I go, "Bleh," and that'll
We're
be
gonna
like,
auto tune it. What are you talking about? We're gonna auto tune your butt.
yeah, I want
Auto-tune,
T-Pain
please.
sneezes. Let's do
All
this.
right, so
T-Pain
T-Pain sneezes. All right, guys. So thank you very much for tuning in to another episode. And what episode is this? Like, what?
19.
I don't know. Producer man, tell me what episode are we at? 19?
It's 19.
19 people. 19. I'm excited. All right, so we have the regular cast, the awesome Fantastic Four. Our girl Bonks is with us tonight.
Yo.
And Pixie's in the house with those rabbit ears.
As always.
And oh my God, Princess Heather Zia is back from vacation.
I have
Her
returned.
fancy
I have-
vacation.
Fancy
Yes.
vacation.
That's all we
Yes.
talked about on the Sundering is how fancy fucking Heather is.
I mean, come
It's
on.
kinda,
Girl's got her pinky up in the air. We got to catch up.
I drink pinky out always.
Yes.
Such a classy lady.
So,
yes, when in doubt, pinky out.
pinky out when in doubt. Very good. It's a rule here at Lord Nation. Books on our head and pinky out when in doubt. I want to ask you ladies before we get started how your week was. I mean, Heather, obviously with you being on vacation, I'm sure you have a couple things you want to share.
Not quite as crazy as you would expect. I mean, I was on a boat, and it's sort of like camping, but you're surrounded by water and could potentially drown at any moment. But other than that, it's just like camping, so it's really relaxing, and didn't really get a lot of gaming in, of course. It was good. It was really neat. British Virgin Islands.
I'm a ghetto
cool.
girl. You can't put me in camping and water. No, thank you. Hell to the no.
Yeah, it
That's
was
too
cool.
fancy for Shavasta.
It's not quite as glamorous. Like it sounds glamorous, but it's you kind of. I mean, it's like camping. You kind of have
I'll
to
tell you,
shower
my
on the
cousin
boat.
Shanae and I, we don't do that. Mm-mm. No.
So, so other than that, I mean, now that I've been home, I mean, I'll talk about it later with the books I'm reading. But the only
Oh,
game
wow,
I
you
really
got a chance to read books. You were on vacation.
Yes. read. I haven't been able to like sit down and read for a while. So, other than that, when I got back, I just played some Diablo, WoW, and continued playing Final Fantasy X. I say X, it's not X, it's 10 HD, gaming wise. Other than that, I've been well, and we've started planning for World of Podcast since BlizzCon was announced. So that's been stressful.
OMG, I'm so excited about World of Podcasts. I can't tell you. You guys amaze me with the World of Podcasts because it's something that I am not. I don't want to say privy to because obviously it's open to everyone, but it's not in my wheelhouse. So it's very educational for someone like myself, and exciting all at the same time to learn something new. So I appreciate you guys doing that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's stressful as all get out. It's worth it when it happens, but my God, the next day it's like, thank you, Jesus, it's over. So.
And do you
But
have a
always-
date scheduled yet, or no?
Yeah, we're looking at November 6th. We haven't got a venue. They just announced BlizzCon, I think when Box was on that week, so I guess last week. So we haven't even got a venue yet. So, but we are planning November 6th.
So you will keep us posted and tell us where to look when you guys get everything all settled. And of course, we will be sharing the news here at Lord Nation.
Thank you.
So let's throw it over to Pixie, shall we?
I've just been playing Infinite Crisis kind of ad nauseum. It's
good.
Look, I have no life. Okay, it's all I do.
I just thought ad nauseum was a ticklish word for me.
Well, I am the tickle monster.
You are, and reach out and grab it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, I know that you have. Oh my God! I swear I read sea life is very salty. It tastes salty.
Dude, there's a
I'm
lot
sorry,
of
Heather.
sea life conversation going on, and it's all Heather's fault.
Sea life.
Yeah.
Sea life, eh?
Yeah, so She's a Mapete. I'm still stuck on Sea Life Tastes Salty. I read it wrong. Sorry, chat. Fog, it's all your fault. Pixie, I know that you were playing something else besides IC. You have to be playing something else besides IC. Come on.
I've been playing a lot of Melody's Escape too. I really like that game. It's kind of my go-to chill game because I can play it horribly and I still just like can't help but smile. It's
Wow, did you stream any of
amazing.
that? It's
I
too
probably
embarrassing.
should.
Yeah, I think you should. If I stream IC with you, and I did try my hand at playing some League of Legends the other day. Whoo!
Wow,
Still not my game.
impressed.
Still not my game.
Still like Smite better for MOBAs, I think.
Yeah, Smite is the jam. And do you know, we'll get into it later, that there's a new, what is it called? I keep wanting to say lane, but I'm not correct. Pixie, help me with the terminology. Map?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes, new map coming out. So next week, patch drops. But Bonks, what you been doing over there? You break your diet?
Oh, Dust.
Yeah.
We have so much to talk about with Dust. I'll get into it later. If any of you have been watching FanFest, you already know what we're going to talk about, and we will. And we're going to talk about it rationally and calmly, but I might say fuck a whole lot. As far as what I've been doing, yes, don't tickle me. I do punch ticklers, chat. Well, I was on the Sundering, which was a lot of fun. I think it was like 2 minutes we were on air, and I called one of them a cunt. It wasn't Zia because she's amazing. It was one of her co-hosts.
It was Ray.
It was Ray.
Who deserves it? Who deserves it?
I'm not surprised.
So
It was amazing.
that happened. Obviously, C2E2 was a good time. I got to meet Gail Simone
Oh my
at
God, you did.
Third Coast Comics.
Did you
She's
squeeze
total
the
redheaded
Kojibas
fox.
out of her for the rest of us?
She's I like her a lot.
Or
I've
were
loved
you
her since Women in
starstruck? Did
Refrigerators.
you have your mouth hanging open? Like I would have been like...
I devoured her whole and then took her out of my face. And then she was like, get out. You have a restraining order now. No. She's at Third Coast Comics, like my favorite comic book shop in the world because Terry's so awesome.
With our friend Terry, yes.
And then, so yeah, she was great. Scott, her husband, is very nice. She gave us a signed poster, which I think we should give away in connection with the Operation Supply Drop dealie.
8-bit salute. Loot.
8-bit salute. And yes,
And
Pink, I did get cut and color. I got a little
noticed it
Debbie
looked
color to
different.
make it dark. I kind of wanted to go Vulcan, so I was also kind of inspired by the chick in Superman. I forget her name, but she's the evil one. She's awesome. Thank y'all. Y'all are so nice about my haircut. Yes,
She does look so
cut and demi color. So,
cute.
thank you. So,
Hey, where can we see that
in?
interview, by the way, Miss Bonksy?
That Gail Simone interview is up on the website.
And our YouTube. Mm-hmm.
And our YouTube, so you can go check that. We got lots of cool shit from C2E2 coming up on YouTube, so keep an eye out for that. And just look at our awesome graphics and drool. We also got an official
Yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed to our YouTube yet, now would be the perfect time because we're about to blow your wig off, I'm telling you. It's going to be amazeballs, the stuff that's coming your way. So, with all that being said, I'm going to get up on my pedestal for a little bit
Lord, here we go.
Take a 2-minute break. Guys, open up your ears and your hearts because I want to take some time to share with you guys just exactly what community means to us here at LORT Nation, as well as over at Catalyst Gaming, because Heather would not be here, i.e. Zia, if she didn't believe in the mission and the things that we're doing at the table. We want our community to interact and speak their mind, right, guys? We want you guys to have fun. We want you guys to laugh, talk about the things that you love. Bacon, you know how much we love bacon. We want to have some R-rated jokes, and we want to continue to respect each other and understand that everybody has a voice and opinion. Okay? We want to respect the devs. We want to respect us ladies and you gentlemen. I know that's a funny word, gentlemen, because you guys know you're not, right? You boys.
Well, we wouldn't be
cosplayers.
Yeah.
And fans. We want no hate throwing around. We want no trolling, no entitlement complexes, and no harassment. Okay, that's not what we're about. If you feel like that's something you need to do, then you might want to turn it off now. Okay?
Right now.
I'm going to tell you, we are going to talk about a lot of things over the course of however long we're around. They're going to be hot button topics, and this is why I founded this company, this brand, so that we can speak our minds and be educated about what we talk about and disagree to agree, and hopefully engage you so you can engage us so that we all can just get along. And I'm done. Bonks, take it.
Come at me, bro.
All right. Yes. I concur. All right, so let's get to some hot button issues
People's
tonight.
elbow. I love that.
I'm going to start with one that's kind of been popular. Those of you should be familiar with Code Babes, or whatever the fuck it's called. I know that's the right name. Let's talk about Code Babes for a little bit. So, I watched the videos, and so basically, Billy Madison figured this out early. You get a question right, you get to see Hooties. So it's that kind of process. So coding babes, as you advance, you get to see more flesh, right? Okay, and then there was a girl who said, it's like Pavlov's dog on crack. To which I say, my husband looked at it. My husband looked at this and was like, I'm not a fucking dog. So here's my complaints, and it's not necessarily, I'm not going to call sexism, because... No. What I'm going to say, though, is it's not being very innovative. First of all, if you want to be innovative, give me some hot man ass and I'll learn how to code, too. There are heterosexual females and people in general who like hot man ass who would like to learn how to fucking code. So how about some equal opportunity?
Boobs are not innovative. We've seen them.
Second of all, which brings me to my next point. You can has boobs on the internets anytime, and I guarantee you they'll probably be on the same caliber. Not to say that those ladies' breastises are not nice, but you can has boobs on internets without even trying, without even attempting. You can has breast and boosh if you want. You can has all the things. So So then they've been on the Twitter, right? They've been on the Twitter interwebs. They're addressing the internet as a whole, which is always great. And they're saying things like, stop objectifying our instructors. I'm like, I wouldn't call them instructors.
That's what they do.
And
they're objectifying
themselves. We're objectifying. We're just saying your business plan is flawed, and you might want to check yourselves because you've already wrecked yourselves. So that's all I'm going to say.
They've proven that once you reach a certain age, Pavlovian training is no longer useful because you start to problem solve on your own and you start to gain a sense of who you are, and Pavlovian training stops working. So really, they're not doing it right. They're just not.
I just want to offer in the chat. So there is a code Dix. It is
Hashtag.
Yeah. Hashtag code Dick.
And this, again, is why we have 4 ladies on the show. Because hashtag code Dix just came out.
Because code Dix. 4 ladies on the show because code Dix.
That's right.
So I think we can all agree here this is a flawed business plan. And, if you're going to be tarty, which I'll call it a little bit tarty and a little risque, I say at least be innovative, shock me. Give me something to be excited about. This is just kind of it falls flat on the innovative scale for me. So,
flaccid.
Don't worry, it's safe. It's safe for work, Wolfie. You can click it. It's just like a guy making fun, doing this and shit.
It's kind of adorkable.
Do it again, Heather. What's he doing?
Yeah, do it. Oh snap! We just went up 20 billion viewers.
That is awesome.
Shit.
I agree. I think that when Bonks showed me this video when I was in Chi-Town and we were having our morning tea for her, coffee for me, because I eat those coffee beans by the handful, like a trough in a horse.
Like suppositories. She just puts them.
Hell, mother! If I could, I would. You know what I'm saying?
I know you would. I have
right up
no
in there.
doubt.
But she was watching the video on her phone and mouth gaping open, turned the phone to me, panned it, and I did a what? I was like, how in the hell? I said that I need to do a secret ops mission and take us in as girls and be like, take it off, bitch. Let's see how much you know. Do you have a degree?
Put me on video. I'll shut it down.
Yes.
You want to see my fucking cellulite? Let's do that shit. Learn to code.
Like, come on,
for you, motherfucker. Yeah.
I want to know just where these girls get those degrees from, right? Do they have some? I'm gonna be like, wait, I don't understand. Can you explain it again? What did she
It
say?
should
What did she say
be
in the
Chris
video?
Farley from the SNL Chippendales skit.
Right.
It should be.
Oh my
Right?
god.
What did
You
she
would
say in the
have more
video?
luck having people learn how to code while trying to see Patton Oswalt's dick than you would just boobs. Just out of curiosity, you'd
Amen.
probably have more success.
Preach on.
I agree.
Preach on.
So,
Like,
that
what did she
happened.
say in the video? She said,
It's like
just
Pet
how
Pop
much do we
Dog
take
got
off?
back.
Just how much do
yeah.
we take off? As much as we need to get you to learn. I mean, all right. Challenge accepted.
I want to say we did a good job based off, yeah.
All right. Well, so let's move on from there because we could sit on this topic. Well, that just went wrong. We could be on this topic all day. I went there. Yes, I did. Yeah, I knew Ryan was going to catch me. So, guys, I want to talk about the royal, I don't even know what to call this, uproar that was going on Twitter about a young lady who politely asked for a refund from a particular convention because, yeah, she felt unsafe. All right, so everybody, and I think the link's going to go up for this here article that I happened to stumble across. After she asked for her polite, and I'll use the word polite because she's politer than I am, because there's no way in God's green earth
I would have snapped the fuck out.
Right? Refund because she didn't feel that this particular convention was safe for her to go in a cosplay costume that she was going to go, which was not, by the way, a costume where she would have been showing her breasts. Or, yes, use the big word again, Bonks.
Breasts.
Risque.
Oh, that word. Whoops.
What was her costume? Do you recall?
I don't recall what it was, but I remember it wasn't very risky. I mean, we saw Yaya Han in less than, I forget what she was trying to do,
yes,
but I don't remember.
But it was something that she was fully clothed, and she got flamed, trolled, and then some by not only male devs, but female devs in a very derogatory, off-putting, ignorant, and when I use the word ignorant,
bullshit ass, when she's used,
it was bad. Okay, so you guys take a look at the link, you can see what I'm talking about. And that leads me to believe that these types of shame, guilt, fucking anything else comments is exactly why Lord Nation was born. I mean, she asked for a fucking refund because she didn't feel safe. There should be no reason.
And what the owner, the runner of it did was he put her full name on Facebook for everyone now to find her and troll her. First of all, that shouldn't be fucking legal. I mean, and then
it was.
No, I don't think that cannot be
legal. That is
legal.
called defamation of character?
Yeah. And people found her and hounded her ass. And, and then now I've heard recently he was updated. Now, he made an apology. And,
doesn't make shit after the fact.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't repair things. And I'm going to tell, I want to say, and I'm not telling him, to go eat shit and die, but I am going to say, if you give a fuck about Cherry City Comic Con, because, it's good that, nice cons like this, they need to exist, but if you really give a fuck, you would back down, give someone else the reins, at least for this year, because you've tainted it. And
yes,
so I think if he really gave a shit, that would be a smart thing for him to do, because he said, I was angry about something else. I'm like, you know what? When you're a professional and you're in this industry, I don't give a shit. You know what? You cannot, that's not okay. That girl caught so much hell, and it was just nuts. So that would be my,
It leads me to my next point. In today's society, with every little thing being available for social media, you put something up and you take it down in 30 seconds, somebody's going to screen grab it, and somebody's going to post it somewhere, and you've already been taking that 30 seconds to think about the bad decision that you just made, and you regret it, but it's too goddamn late. Hence, what Bonks has just stated. You have tainted this convention for someone like myself, who has daughters and kids that are teenagers and even under 13. I would not take my child to that convention and feel it's okay because of what decision that you just made. And it's all because you were upset over something else. I mean, Pixie, would you go?
No. And this is a huge issue I've had with cons as of late. I can't tell you how many times that I've personally felt like I couldn't cosplay at cons because I would feel uncomfortable. I've seen hundreds of people taking upskirt photos of girls at cons. Happened at PAX, where I proceeded to go and grab the guy's arm and walk him to security. Like, this is a huge issue for us. And it's unfortunate.
Yeah, we're not at a place yet where it's really. I mean, we've made progress, but it's not there yet. And yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're taking panty underskirt shots at a con, you know how much it takes for me to not kick you square in the dick. Like, it takes a lot for me, a grown woman, to not be like, I will smash your camera. But I'm behaving. But I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna get to a point where I'm tired of looking at it. So I warn you now, you see this Vulcan face, and I see you with your camera going up people's skirts, watch your ass. That's all I'm going to say, because I'm not into it. And women need to feel safe, all right? I mean,
they do.
I mean, this has to improve. And, and the runner of this whole thing, I mean, I can understand if he's sincere or not. He really should, because he's tainted at this point. He needs to back up, at least for a year or two, and really reflect, because he apologized so quickly after such fervent attack on her. I'm just not buying it. So yeah,
he didn't apologize as everyone else was joining in off of his crew that was in the actual mix of admins there and working for the convention. I don't know about you, Zia, but don't you feel like everyone, male or female, should have the opportunity to feel safe? And if you don't, you should be able to politely ask for a refund prior to the date of the convention?
Yes, I wanted to add two things to this conversation, because obviously I agree about, in general, that women should feel safe, and men. I have to wonder, being someone who, I mean, I keep bringing up World Podcast, and I swear I'm not, like, plugging it to, like...
No, it's okay.
Whatever. But, like, I'm organizing an event that has a lot of people coming to it. And if somebody coming to my event told me, hey, Zia, I feel like I'm going to be unsafe at World of Podcast. Hey, Zia, this thing makes me uncomfortable. Then absolutely, let me do what I can to try and get you to feel better. And if I can't, tell me what I can do next year. Tell me, I mean, I want to know these things because it's inevitably going to affect other people coming to my convention, right?
Well, yeah, and you have those instincts. He did not at all. I mean, that was not his instinct.
And I just found it unfathomable. It was like, the fuck? How are you an event organizer and not... I mean, there's... That leads to my other point. Yeah. That leads to my other point. Never, ever type angry. Ever. If somebody says something, it's something I've learned. No matter how
I've been a victim of it.
Oh, yeah. You get up, because I know myself. I am a mini Hulk, and I will say things I don't mean, and wish I hadn't, because I will type angry, and I'm trying to learn. If somebody upsets me, walk away. For 5 minutes. Yeah. Go have a piece of chocolate. Go have coffee. Walk away, because... context, you can read something and maybe they didn't mean it to offend you. This is not, obviously she was correct in telling him this, but I'm saying somebody else might not mean to offend you, and you think they did, and you'll fucking fire back at them. So anyway, that was my 2 cents.
Sharpie, dude. Yeah, you cannot erase it. It doesn't come off easy. So be careful, especially on
everything that goes on the internet will be there forever, people. So you are correct. Do not type angry. What Shrivasta does is she just types bonks and says, "Please take care of it," because I know that I will be so ignorant and up in your shit
with our Twitter.
That it will be. Yeah, you should know that if you are trolling us on Twitter, bring it. For you.
If you're trolling me, then I get pissed. It's when somebody says something to me in an email. How about, let me reiterate that. If somebody writes something to me in an email, instead of, I tend to get offended very easily. I have thin skin. And so, right. So I might read something and go, oh my God, did she really mean it that way? And da-da-da. And then I get pissed. I can honestly
say that you and I have had dialogue where we have to double check each other because of the context. And not because I've offended you, but you're just like, is she
what
saying
the fuck did Carmen just say?
She said it? Because I'm a little blunt, if you guys haven't noticed. And when I fire off emails direct and to the point. Ladies, can I get an amen?
Yes, amen.
There you go. So, and I don't put things in context because I feel like everything that spews out of my brain, everyone else should be on the Shrivasta train, and you're not. So then they have to email me back and go, did you just fucking call me a C-U-N-T? And I'm like, wait, no, I said see you next Tuesday. So context is everything, right? I mean, seriously.
Yes, syntax, context. That's why learning to write is so valuable, especially in emails.
Yes, and you're teaching me because I don't know how to write anything.
Yeah. So then we can agree. Then he made some oopsies, and he should fix himself.
Y'all give him a thumbs down. We're giving him a thumbs down.
Thumbs down, and I hope.
On your business, dude. All right, Miss Zia, you had some Lionsgate news. I'm excited. What you got, girl?
Oh yeah, I thought this was cool. Potentially, I don't know about the Twilight part, but so Lionsgate Entertainment is moving into the gaming industry. On Wednesday, they hired this past week, Peter Levin as president of their gaming and interactive media division. So Lionsgate, as most people know, Hunger Games, Twilight, Divergent, and apparently, and I didn't know this, they produce the television series Nashville and Mad Men, among other things. That's
gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I would totally play a Hunger Games game. I think it'd be fun.
Well, I think they're going to have a great storyline type of lore feel because everything that you've just mentioned has a nice backstory to almost everything. You know what I mean? I guess for us girls. I don't know about you guys out there. Are you guys watching the Divergent and the Hunger Game books, reading those? I mean, everything was very well done. If you've read the books and translated it into the movie, in my opinion, I was very surprised at how close they paralleled and not sucking when you turn something into a movie. I don't know about you, Heather. You read the book?
I just finished reading Divergent. I was going to talk about it on the show.
Great.
And I enjoyed Divergent. I haven't seen the movie yet. And the Hunger Games, I actually like the movies better than the books, which is rare. I like the first book.
Oh, I was the other way around. Really?
Yeah, I feel like the second and
Pixie's like, I gotta
say it. And third books were so bad. Like
I
the
agree.
third book in particular, it was just like thrown together garbage because she wanted it to end.
Someone said if they make a Twilight game, I'm quitting the planet. Jericho.
The thing about
I might concur
Twilight,
with this one.
The thing about these games, about them going into the gaming industry, is that the demographic behind Twilight is female. So perhaps this might bring more women. Might have been a little afraid of games before.
Someone recommended a Hunger Games MMO. I concur. I think that could actually do pretty darn well. That would be girls would go ham on that.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you feel there should be a Hunger Games MMO, tweet at us. We wanna hear what you think. Would you play a Katniss if she was represented right? Or what's the little girl? What's the little girl with the birds?
I don't fucking remember.
No one, neither one of you guys.
What, Rue? Wait,
the little girl. Rue.
Yeah, the one who. We can't talk about her. It makes me upset.
But then she wouldn't die because it's an MMO. You could be Rue forever, and the birds would be her like alt, attacking the crap out of you with the birds, like Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah. I could see it. You could choose which division that you have a character in.
Right.
I could see that.
Okay.
Interesting concept. Sorry, anyway.
Thank you, Dark. You got Rue. Thank you. All right, Pixie, what you got?
Pixie's got news on something I'm so excited about. Okay, do it. Do the thing.
So Jet Set Radio and Mirror's Edge apparently had a baby and named it Herbert, not really Herbert, Hoover. But it's not even Hoover, it's Hover, because I'm bad at life and everything else. Hover, Revolt of Gamers is actually inspired by Jet Set Radio's crazy and fun atmosphere, hardcore aspects of Mirror's Edge, and the sci-fi vibe of Star Wars. So it's not really a wonder that it reached its crowdfunding goal weeks before the deadline. Hover's raised more than $60,000 of a $38,000 goal, with only 23 days to go. It's an open-world, futuristic city freerunner that makes you the leader of a group of gamers rebelling against the anti-video game laws controlling the city. Hover has non-linear missions and multiple components, and it's in development for PC, Mac, Linux, PS4, and Xbox One, with support for Oculus Rift.
You say Jet Set Radio anything to me, and I go fucking banana sandwich. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, Bonk, thank you.
That soundtrack alone was fucking amazing. Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus, bro. Jesus, come on.
Oh, are you drinking every time I say fuck?
Well, yes, I am. Thank you.
She's gonna be asleep by the time the show is over.
Yeah, the soundtrack is so fun. Like on its own.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
But congrats to them
something.
on their funding. They've earned it. This is gonna be so much fun. I have no doubt that they'll deliver. So that's
Guys,
exciting
if this game
news.
comes out, we have to play together. There's no ifs, ands, or buts
Well,
about
it's not
it.
an if now, it's a when. So yeah, let's all give them their support and congratulations. But yeah, I had no concerns that they were gonna.
Can we
raise
get a
this.
clap? Can we get a round of applause over there, Mr. Producer Ryan? We're giving this one thumbs up, guys.
Fuck yeah! Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so mad. All right. Carmen, since you're in good spirits, how would you talk about your precious goat simulator?
Goat Simulator! Yes, I love this game. I mean, I have not had this much fun since, I don't even know, guys. PS3 first came out. Shit. And you know what game came out when I played PS3? I mean, I love me some Little Big Planet, and this Goat Simulator is topping the charts above Little Big Planet and those sack dolls, alright? Goat Simulator is going to have a patch. First patch, 1.1. And I cannot wait. They're going to have new playable maps, and there's going to be a fucking Ferris wheel! I'm going to say it because I'm going to drink it. A Ferris wheel. Alright, Ferris wheel, goats. I mean, what more do you want? And then you can overcharge the car batteries and blow them up. And you know me, blowing up shit and the Goat Simulator, psh, forget about it. They're going to have split screen so you can play multiplayer. You can have 2 to 4 people. My girls, guess what we're going to play together and stream it?
Goat Simulator.
Oh, shit.
Goat Simulator.
I got you. You're
Oh my god, Bonks. Can you imagine just ramming people in the ass and they're screaming? Pika!
Bless you.
Pika!
Bless you.
What?
What were we
I've
talking
just
about?
squeezed out like 12 of my brain cells. What? That's not a lot.
I was saying,
but-
the Goat Simulator, we're going to play together because you can put 4 people in Goat Simulator now. When the patch
Oh my
comes out.
god, you're gonna slide right out of your chair.
I am. I'm so freaking excited. And then there's going to be new achievements because we have to have more achievements. I'm achievement whore. I don't know about you guys. Pixie, achievement whore?
Yes.
Hey, Zia, achievement whore?
Absolutely. I've never played Goat Simulator, so I'm really excited.
OMG. Check out my footage on the Twitch channel. You have to watch. It is so
It's
freaking
amazing.
fantastic. And
Goat Simulator
there's
is the
Goat
best.
parkour. You can balance on your front legs in Goat Simulator. I'm so excited.
Wait, you just say it was Sock Monkey.
And there's a bicycle, guys. You can ride a bike.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Yes.
Not gonna lie.
Shavasta is so besides herself with Goat Simulator. All right, you guys. Oh my God. Coffee Stain Studios. I love you. So
She
much.
loves you. All right. Are we gonna do that video or what?
No, we're just sharing it because it's too
Okay.
long. It's
All right,
it's
so-
the bike scene, all right? Because we just have to show it. The bicycle scene. You guys watch it. You know I love it. Tweet me. Goat Simulator. If you guys love it like I love it, just tweet me because we'll have to play together. Once it goes to multiplayer, Shavasta, add me. I'm done. Whew, but Clem.
All right. So I'm gonna talk about some hot button stuff tonight with CCP. As you know, FanFest is running kind of right now, and they dropped. So they had the Dust keynote speech today, and I've never seen the CCP community take such a internet shit. So what happened is, it was a Dust keynote, and they ended up talking about a new project called Legion, which is, I guess, going to be a PC FPS EVE Online tie-in that apparently will also be tied to Dust. Now, here's the concern where people are just pissed the fuck off. So, one of the things that makes CCP stand out with Dust 514 is that it was bridging the gap between PC and console. Now, it's been 2 years. People have been waiting. I mean, this game has been standing on wobbly legs since the beginning, and people have had faith, paying in a little money, trying to support, being good. Now, what fucked everyone up was at the Dust, they only talked about Legion. Nothing new that was coming out of Dust. So now if you're a Dust player, I can already see Zia's face because she knows where I'm going with this. It seems a little fucking sketchy. Like, is Dust going to bite the dust because now this Legion thing is going to come through? And so then they tried to put a statement out and they're like, okay, a little clarification because, I mean, the community took a shit over this, and rightfully so. I mean, and obviously, guys, to those of you who are pissed off, please no death threats. And there has been so much request for CCP to perform male oral fellatio that I think they get it. But, I mean, this comes right after World of Darkness being canceled, which disappointed a lot of Masquerade fans. And now,
I was a little upset.
Yeah, and then... and then they're talking about, they said not too long ago, we're going to put a laser focus on PS3 and Dust, and now we're doing a new PC game, an FPS game tied to EVE Online that is not Dust. So, I'm going to be honest. Yes, World of Darkness got canceled, Jericho. I'm terribly sorry to be the bearer of bad news. And what's happening now, I feel, is just a crisis of confidence. I feel like CCP has a great capacity for original ideas and for just for great, but the great ideas, again, originality for sure, but execution has been fucking faltering. I mean, I'll be honest, EVE players are just now getting to a point where they feel content, balance, just issues. And so, I want CCP to do well, but this announcement just with, we have this Legion thing that's on PC and nothing about Dust in the Dust keynote was... it's very, it has me spooked. It makes no sense. And, it came out of nowhere. I mean, we were expecting more integration and, people have dropped money on this game waiting and playing through a lot of bullshit ass bugs. And so people are rightfully pissed. I'm not saying, again, I do not condone the death threats ever, but I would just, CCP just... they tried to do like an extra interview to, try and clear up some questions, and just nothing really came of it. I didn't feel any more secure than I did when I heard the first announcements and when I watched what we were doing on when I was watching FanFest. So,
I have to say, CCP, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, come on.
Well, it's broken.
I don't even play the damn game, and I know this. All right.
Yeah, this is bad news. It's a crisis of confidence, and they need. I don't know where to go. I have no idea.
It's such a shame too, because I absolutely love the concept behind 514, and it just. Oh my God! I just want them to get it right, and so I'm sorry to hear this.
It's a shame,
and I know they care a lot about. They care. I mean, they care a lot about their fans. Like they're really good about.
It feels like a bad relationship I'm in. Like, I need to break up. I mean, I can't.
Yeah. We need to go to the really shelter for a little bit and have a break.
So that's just kind of the news talking about, 514 and the run parallels and all that stuff. So, again, if you are going to let CCP know your thoughts, I just recommend that you keep your cool and just be very honest and not trolling. Say, look, dude, I'm spooked. What the fuck's going on? So, yeah, Carmen's so... I'm about to have you so drunk. But, yeah, so just be cool, be cool. Yeah, so CCP's not trying to pick a fight. They just think they don't know where to go. So that's kind of the big thing that came out today that, just was kind of like, bah! So, that's not very much fun.
Fail.
Fix your stuff. All right, so...
That's the consensus.
So, Pixie, can you tell us a little bit about, you're going to talk about Melody's Escape a little bit more? Because I don't know what the fuck that is. Sorry, Carmen.
So, it's actually been out a while. It's a game on Steam. It's, to me, it's reminiscent of Rock Band and Guitar Hero and DDR, but with a keyboard. And I really love it. The thing
I think I might have to try this game.
You can also
I'm not good at the Rock Band
right now.
Right now? Oh, all right, how about this? I will download it after the show. Is it multiplayer?
It is not.
Oh, single player. I'm gonna play that shit. I mean, yeah, I didn't say the bad word. I'm gonna play that shit.
Like, my thing with it is that, and I love this, so, like, Guitar Hero and Rock Band, like, you always have to play through that one song that you just absolutely hate.
Yes.
And inevitably, that's, like, the hardest song for you to beat. You don't have
It
that
always
issue
is.
with Melody's Escape. You literally pick whatever song you want off of a music file on your computer. It loads it up. It uses an algorithm, creates the path for Melody to run, and it
OMG,
plays
I can play
whatever
disco
song you
all
want.
night long.
From classic rock, you can do rap, you can do like old R&B.
Oh my god!
It is
I can
fucking
play It's
amazing.
Raining Men all night long.
Yes!
That sounds pretty amazing. That's pretty
So
choice. That sounds
amazing.
cool.
And it's
I've never
beautiful.
heard of it.
It's
YMCA?
beautiful. It's like
Oh my
streamlined. The main character kind of
No
reminds
parking
me
on
of
the
like a
dance
girl
floor?
on the iPod commercials. It's so beautiful and it's so streamlined and clean, and it runs amazingly well. I love it like more than life itself.
That's awesome.
This I'm going
Good
to
to know.
have to torture my husband.
And you-
All
with.
right.
You can be horrible at it too, and it doesn't even matter because you're like, I'm just gonna sing this amazing song. Oh, I fell again. Oh, I fell again. I'm gonna sing this amazing song because who cares? Like that's the entire reason you're playing
Pixie
it.
and I are going to have to do a split screen stream because I think I'm going to disco it out this evening.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, considering Carmen's current condition, I think it's a good time to talk about. Have you been reading anything?
Me?
She's been,
She said that I have time to read.
she's been running a business. Okay, so Carmen doesn't read, at least not right now.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm
no,
gonna talk about.
I have not.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about what I've been reading.
So.
There's an interview coming up with Mr. Neil Gibson from Twisted Darkness, which is a beautiful, wonderful, wonderful, creepy graphic novel. I did interview him, and I may or may not have called him a catch you next Tuesday. But what's important is we're friends now, and it's a great book if you want to have your faith in humanity completely squandered and then your dreams haunted. Twisted Darkness is great. It's for those who like really cerebral, psychological, freaky stuff. Neil does a great job with the art, and my dad just got through it, and he's like, this should be an animated thing. So yeah, Twisted Darkness, I definitely recommend it. What the fudge else was I reading? Still
your
reading
dad
Weird
finished
War
that?
Tales. Dude, he plowed through it. I went through it at night, and I couldn't
He
sleep.
started that
And
when I
then-
got there, and I was
I
like,
know.
holy Moses.
Yeah.
Papa Bonks is reading dark?
Papa
Ooh.
Punks is my dad loves freaky stuff. So he's taking me to see movies that just wrecked my entire faith in humanity.
When you were a
So-
teenager, you're like, ooh, Poltergeist.
well, my dad
Not
also
so much
introduced
when
me to
you're
like
sick.
horror anime. So like he's a great.
Oh.
You know what? That explains a lot. Once we interview your mom, that's really going to explain a lot to the viewers. You know what I'm
My
saying?
mom is a horror anime. Just kidding. I love you. She's gonna don't hit me.
Don't talk
Uh,
about mom like that.
I know. I
nice.
can feel it coming. My ear's already burning. So that's what I've
Your
been reading.
deadline's coming up, by the way. I'm just going to
Ah.
call you out on that.
Christmas. All right, fine. I'll do it. Zia, what are you reading?
Oh,
Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, I just finished Divergent, which I actually dug, and it reminded me a lot of the Hunger Games. It's first person, which I am not as big into first person novels, so that sort of comes with the territory, I guess, with young adult, it seems like lately. But I liked it. I'd recommend it. It's an easy read. I read it in like 2 or 3 days because I was on a plane, though. In my defense, I was on a plane. And so now I went from reading Divergent, and now I'm reading The Book Thief, which apparently I missed in high school, and a lot of people had
that's
read.
a good book.
Yeah, so I'm halfway through The Book Thief right now, and I'm really enjoying it. It's really, really good.
Good.
So
I have to
Mikey.
say, Divergent, for me as a parent, this was the first book, movie, what shall we call it, fictional character crush that my daughter had, and it was quite a interesting phenomenon that I experienced from a parent's perspective and then from a perspective of a female, because you know, we've all had those crushes on fictional characters in books, right? You guys cannot deny that this has happened to you on more than one occasion, and probably still happening as an adult.
yes,
And for me to kind of watch her go through this and understand exactly what was going on, even though she couldn't say it in so many words, and then when she decided that we have to Fandango the tickets before the movie came out, I knew that we were in full-blown Crush fictional character mode. And then when we had to go get in line and we could get in front of everybody, she couldn't sit still. She was so excited.
Oh, when she was in Chicago, she's like, the Divergent Ferris wheel, the name
she
Ferris
totally
wheel.
was fast, even after the movie. And she took her little girlfriends with us. So it was kind of cute. And when we got there and we had to, each parent, her girlfriend's mom and my mom were on me, myself, were on the ends, and they were sitting together so they could whisper to each other. And it was so fascinating to see. It was like an out-of-body experience for me. This book series just totally took my little girl and moved her into teenage land. But in a pure nerd, full-on epic Crush way that I was so proud in that moment when initially in the movie, and if you haven't seen it, I'm about to bust your bubble here, where there was a kissing scene amongst the two main characters, and my kid, not once did she look away. And normally when your kid's at a certain age, they're like, oh my God, my parents watching me, watch them kiss. She was like, and telling her little girlfriends. And I was so proud that, and then when we got out of the movie, she's talking to her little girlfriends about the comparison between the book and the movie. I could not be such a proud mom over the little nerd that I have going on. It was amazing, and I read the book because she made me want to read it. So kudos to
You have some
the author
recommendations in the chat here, which includes
Oh, do we
Children
really?
of Fire. Yeah.
Awesome.
So maybe check that out.
Now, Children of Fire,
yeah.
let me ask real quick if that is a young adult teen fiction, or would that not be recommended? Because my kid eats books like she eats crackers. I'm telling you, she goes through them series a night.
Jolly's.
Was she angry that he was? Yeah, she was a little myth.
A little myth.
But she didn't use any swear words yet, so I got a couple years on that one.
Pixie power. What
yeah.
you reading, girl?
So I actually have a
you.
show, and I just started watching it, and it's like my new addiction, and it's so bad because it's on MTV, and we all know.
I know. I should plug
We
my
all know
ears.
it used to be good, like when it actually played music.
Yes.
But it doesn't anymore.
What am I gonna hear? What is it?
My new obsession is the show Catfish. And it's
Oh my
about people
God.
who fall in love online.
But it
I
is.
love
It's
that
like a car
show.
wreck. You
She's
can't
the
look
world's
away.
dumbest fucktards.
You can't look away. Because it's like, how did you not know that, something was fishy about this person that you've, fell in love with online? How do you not know this?
And they
how
can't
did
video chat with you. Come on.
We only live 40 minutes apart. We've been chatting for
webcam these days?
Let me tell you something. Let me just break it down. Catfish is a parenting tool for you tween teenagers out there. I made my kids watch the Catfish movie. And
Just
I
so
sat
they know.
and watched their face when it came up to the end, whenever he figured out who that person really was. And let me tell you, there was a whole conversation to be had by them to me after the fact. So parenting done right, Catfish movie.
Yeah, no, Catfish is great. It makes me feel good about myself. And there was a dude who sent nude pics, face and everything, to this chick who he knew nothing about, and it was kind of priceless. And the best is just, it's so bad it's good. Catfish.
Well, the thing about it is, dating online now is such a big thing. It's so huge now because, you've got people who own businesses.
You know what?
Who don't
I
have
met
time.
my now husband online, and it was a total
Yeah, but you
accident.
have
We always
common
talk to this
sense.
before. I actually asked him for a picture the first couple of times we had a conversation. All right, I'll tell you a little bit of backstory, okay? I was studying for my medical degree, and I was sleep deprived and a little intoxicated for finals week, just like Heather's husband probably has been from time to time, where you don't even know whether you're coming or going. And I was trolling the internet, and I come across some dude who happened to have a very different profile from everyone else. He read books. He was very intelligent and had something to actually substance to the profile, so it caught my eye. So I said, he's awake. Let me chat him up. I'll troll the motherfucker, because I'm not looking for a relationship, and I got my nose busted wide open, and here I am now, married happily for the last 6 years, and found my soulmate who loves gaming just as much as I do. Sent the representative first. be warned. But it worked out in our benefit. And online dating can be so dangerous, but in my case, it happened to work out. Do a background check, people. Come on, something.
Yeah, I mean, it's just be safe, safety first. We're intelligent people. I hope. I mean, I can't really speak for myself, but you know, it's okay.
So speaking of intimacy that will never happen, I want to talk about a dream I had. It involved a certain celebrity. Did I take a shot
before you talk about the dream?
Coitus was not achieved, but we were but apparently we were trying. So first, I'm going to give you guys I'm going to give you 3 movies.
Wait. Do I need to close my eyes while you describe it?
No. I'm going to give you 3 movies. Well, unless you want me to no, it wasn't like. So here's 3 movie hints. Are you ready? He was in. It's a he. He was in Con Air.
Okay.
He was in From Dawn Till Dusk, and he was in Bubble Boy.
Oh,
can you name this fucking crazy actor? I never have celebrity dreams of the ones I'm really aiming for. I never get like Jason Momoa. I get, this guy, Dawn Till Dusk. Thank you.
Oh,
So yeah, so I'll give you guys a little bit of time.
Dusk Till Dawn. Yeah, Nicolas Cage.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Chat rooms.
The Quentin Tarantino shit. I can't even think right now. That one.
Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, Dusk Till Dawn. Nicolas Cage.
He was in all 3. No, Nicolas Cage.
Is it Danny Trejo?
Yes.
You googled it, Pixie. Pixie cheated.
No, legit.
I had to
think about it.
Too. Danny Trejo. Okay, so let me tell you. This is not someone on my hit list, okay? This happened probably... Okay, so 2 things happened. After I was playing Call of Duty, I clicked over back to the TV, and there's that GED commercial. I don't know if it's airing in all states, but it's where celebrities are like, talking to people, get your GED, and the last one is Danny Trejo. And so I think what happened was, I saw him and I was laughing. I was like, yeah, he could make me get a GED because he's persuasive. And then I went to bed. So I went to bed. And yeah.
He could make me get a GED.
Box, I don't know how I feel about this. I didn't want this. Okay, so I go to bed and I'm having like a typical Call of Duty dream. Now I'm pretty lucid in these. I'm like, fuck yeah, shooting it's the last thing I do before I go to bed. So all of a sudden someone's screaming Spanish at me and I literally I'm like, motherfucker, do I look like I speak Spanish? I turn around and realize it's Danny Trejo. And I'm like, oh shit, you know what? I'm going to learn because that's tolerance. Or I said something stupid like that. And then he laughs at me. And then he decides we're going to make out. And then I stopped being able to have control, It was no longer. And then it was like, what the fuck? So then he proceeds to fireman carry me, trying to find like a spot to keep making out, which is tough to do when you're in a war zone. So he finds like this busted, bullet-riddled couch, throws me down, we're making out, and he's like man purring. But since it's like Danny Trejo, it's like man growling, like, "Rrr," and I'm like, this is incredibly fucked up. And I can't make it stop. So what the friend, and the whole time he kept his sunglasses on, okay?
Dolly wants to know, was he
I wear my sunglasses at night.
I did see the chest tattoo, man. It was peeking through. It was so fucked up. So wait. So then all of a sudden my mind goes through and I'm like, Danny Trejo's gonna see me naked. And I thought, well, I feel like he's probably seen worse, so that's okay. But then I realized I'm probably gonna see Danny Trejo naked, and I started to get the thought, what if his penis is as scary as his fucking face? Not that he's not, an ugly dude, but he's scary. And I thought, what if it has like an eye patch and a scar, and I don't know if I'm ready for this.
It's a pirate penis.
For this penis. So finally, I don't know, dude, but don't you think his penis might have seen some shit? Yeah, it looks like a Wookiee. So then I finally,
when Danny says make out, you make out.
You make out. It was true. I mean, he was very passionate. He liked my haircut too, by the way, which is pretty funny.
Okay.
Did he say that?
I wake up violently. Like, I don't wake up like, I wake up like, boom! Like, I'm not okay. And then there's my husband, and I'm hugging him close, and he's like, hey, what's up? And I literally said, I just said to him, I like the way your penis looks. And he goes, okay. And he goes back to bed. And that was my celebrity. That's the third celebrity dream I've ever had. The other 2 were Lance fucking Bass and William Shatner. Jesus. I never get the hot ones.
I need a double for William Shatner.
I wanted Riker, dude. I didn't want Kirk with the French. So
Wait. I have to ask. Everybody wants to know what happened with William Shatner. Do you remember?
So check this out. I do. I have a huge.
I gotta know.
It's not sex. It's never sex. It's never sex. Check this out. So yeah, no. What happened was I was like, it was again like one of these like Call of Duty dreams, right? And then it was like we were in like a Centaur maze, and we had to find Shatner. I was like, oh, dude, I'm gonna get paid when I find this guy. I'm a fucking merc or whatever in my goddamn mind. And then we find him, and then he's so grateful he decides we're gonna make out. And then I woke up like slapping my husband, like no, like I'm not okay with this. So that was the Shatner dream.
You.
Dude, he tongued me hardcore. It was old Shatner. It was Boston Market Shatner. Okay, I'm talking Priceline. This shit was not okay. Yeah, it was not okay. So those, I'll share Lance Bass another time. That one is just I can't.
No. I had to.
It's sad. I don't get good. I don't get good celebrity dreams.
Oh my God!
I never
Pixie
do.
just snort too.
So,
Boston
yeah, I
Market
just,
Shatner.
I couldn't imagine a Shatner orgasm, Biff. That's not even cool. Now I'm gonna have
Those
nightmares.
words don't go together.
I wonder if he talked about Priceline while he's coming.
Shut up! Shut up! Oh,
Okay, so we're gonna stop with that, but I had to tell you guys because
So what we learned is when Boss
Is I
wakes
have-
up violently next to her husband and she's dreaming about celebrity, and he says, "Hey, how you doing?" What did he
Yeah.
say to you? Hey, how's it going?
No, he was
My
like, hey,
husband would've
what's
been
up?
"Get
And I was
the
like, I
fuck
just
off,
like
you're
how
hogging the
penis
bed."
looks. All right, so Pixie, you had some stuff for us before we close out tonight. What you got, girl?
So, the XDG owner, Marshall Alexander, has confirmed that he is in talks with other teams to buy out or trade for his players' contracts. He won't specify which ones, but he's trying to do right by his players who are looking to continue in the LCS because they were, in fact, knocked out of the LCS by LMQ. And a lot of them don't want to go to Challenger. One of them actually retired.
Wow.
Announced his retirement after being knocked out of the LCS, so that's kind of interesting.
Can I ask you what age would that have been? I mean, he's still fairly young, right?
I believe it was City, also known as Benny, and he's like 25.
25 for e-gaming,
Wow.
guys. Esports. Whew, that's
He's
old
an
maid.
old gamer
right?
years. They're
Yeah,
infants.
old fart in gamer years. Yeah, I mean, Pixie, how old are you again?
I'm 24.
You got one
Let's
more
suck
year,
the youth
girlfriend.
out of her.
I got a little bit. No, you can keep up your prime
I know, you
professional
can keep
gaming
up.
years by keeping your instruments intact. You got to work on your reaction times.
You guys just don't know how often Pixie practices, okay? I check in on Miss Pixie throughout the day while I'm at my real job, my 9 to 5 where I get my paycheck, and the girl is playing. She's practicing. She's in there looking for some more teammates and doing her damn thing. So if you're interested in playing some IC professionally in esports, you need to hook up with her because
All right, Pixie power.
you got one more person you're looking for?
2.
2 more people, and what would be what you're looking for? Support?
Mid and AD.
Mid? And AD. So if you think you got the street cred, you think you got the dexterity, you think you got what you Pixie needs, hit us
If
up
you've got
on
the
the
stuff,
Twitter.
come at me, bro. 1v1 at Orbital.
Yeah.
Let's go.
She will. Yeah, I was getting ready to say she will take you to task and see just what you have.
What you're
You think you
made
got it?
of.
Bring it. I don't think.
All right, so let's do some.
Yeah, Infinite
shout-outs.
Crisis.
Sorry.
I see. For those of you who don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Infinite
we're really
Crisis.
good at not telling people what Infinite Crisis is. That's what IC stands for. In this thing, by the way, this thing that we
And if
do.
you don't know, Pixie is a community streamer for that there game.
Yeah.
That means she's really good, peeps.
So
Hey,
all
let's
right,
do some shout-outs.
shout-outs. Zia,
Okay,
what you got?
Yeah, I want to shout out, let's see, gosh, today is what, the 2nd? So May 17th. Here we are, folks over at Epic Podcast. are putting on a Marathon for Child's Play charity, and it's going to be supported by Catalyst Gaming Media. And the marathon is taking place on May 17th. Almost said March. No, do not want to go back to March. Taking place on May 17th, and I believe it starts around 11 a.m. and it's going for 24 hours. And hopefully somebody can put the link in our chat. I will be participating in a live raid. I want to say I can't quite remember what time it starts, but I am participating in a live raid, which we will be streaming. And I believe that signups are still open if any WoW players would like to join the Alliance or Horde side. But yeah, come check it out. It's good.
Links
good
are in the
cause.
chat.
Shout out to Pink real quick because she asked. Go Pink.
Pink.
Oh, it's Pink Panther. Holler.
Pink Panther.
What you got, Miss Pixie?
Let me ask before Pixie starts. Zia, since we didn't do this at the start of the show, can you just go ahead and shout out to our regulars that are in the chat channel?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Let me get in this chat real quick. All right, we got Ann Jules, Biff and Bick, Skylark, Flash Arc. That was the hard transition. Flash Arc, Jericho, Jolly Zeno. I'm gonna call you Jolly. Mercy.
Jolly's one of our writers, by the way.
Oh,
She's doing
hello,
a good
Jolly.
job too.
Thanks for writing. We appreciate it. Noob Chick.
Noob Chick.
This could be a fun one. Obi Zayanka. So I'm gonna call you Obi or Obi-Wan sometimes.
Obi-Wan.
Pink, Siger, Samira Maria. What the hell, you guys? You pick these names on purpose.
On purpose, yeah.
So I'm gonna call you Sam, and we got Wolf
McBiscuits,
Wolf.
that's right.
McBiscuits.
Miss McBiscuits. I think that's what I called him at one show because I'm an idiot.
Okay, you are now McBiscuits. Let it be
Biff
known
McBiscuits.
from this day
It's like
forward, you are
McLovin, but
Yes.
more McDonald's-y.
Yes, McBiscuits.
All right, Miss McDonald's, what you got for shout-outs, Pixie?
Oh, it's Angels.
Shout
I'm
out
sorry.
to Sager and Jericho, my IC teammates, and my IC team manager.
I'm gonna
Shout out
second
to
that
the
shout-out.
IC devs. And shout outs to Chris Cieslik from Asmati Games, whose new game, Heat, is going to be jumping into Kickstarter this month. So be on the lookout for it, guys.
Fabulous. Carmen,
Awesome. Well, I wanna
shout out
give
to
a
Alchemahol.
Alchemahol.
And goats.
I want to give a shout out to the one and only Stefano, which is Bonksy's better half, for corrupting my husband with the Eve. Okay?
Ah.
Just so you guys know, we went to C2E2, I took the fam, and we got to meet up real life one-on-one style, and Stefano has now persuaded, didn't take too much arm twisting, my husband to play Eve online. And I must say that this is much appreciated, so now that I can do things that I want to do without having to entertain him. Thank you!
Is he picking it up well? The learning curve is like...
Well,
Stefano's a
I
very
don't know,
good
because
tutor.
you have to remember that we are in the same room, and generally when there's headphones on, there's headphones on. And I have a little nerdlet of my own that likes to read and take care of some Call of Duty headshots, so I don't have to parent most of the time. I know that sounds bad, but it's parenting 101. You guys just start it young. Minecraft works first, and then work into the rest.
young.
So I really, really want to thank Stefano for that, and as well as shout out to Tin Man Games, who is working with us, networking partners, and Tiny Bomb. Those guys are really, really working well for us, and we got Operation Supply Drop coming up. We've got big prizes, big bang, big bucks, and Pixie, thank you very much for everything you're doing and jumping on board with us, and we love you, girlfriend.
Love you.
Love you guys.
All right, I'm going to do a quick shout-out to Neil Gibson, who I did call a cunt. His book is great. I want to give a shout-out to Liz Fuelduck, because she's been awesome for C2E2. And a shout-out to Michael Menheim and all the MFL fans that I deal with. You guys are awesome. We're going to make this game happen. Gail Simone, red-headed fox. Love you too, girl.
Sop her up with one of them chicken biscuits.
I think we're out of nonsense for the evening, so I think we
are.
should wrap it up.
Guys, if you love what we do, please check out our Patreon so we can keep this up and bringing you the latest and greatest Roundtable news. And with that, we're going to say Roundtable out.